It's a very dreary day outside today, but like I said in the last part, the whole week's supposed to be rain. They actually called it off for today here. Well, there's still like a 30% chance, but I'll just hightail it away with my camera if that happens. I'm here again looking for that blue-winged teal, potentially a Bonaparte gull, and a palm warbler as well. Alright, so just got a really cool recording of some wood ducks calling from behind these trees in like that little hidden cove area. Got some ringneck ducks here, which I think are new for me for Alani, at least new for this month. So there are dozens upon dozens of swallows bouncing in and out above the water. And most of them are tree swallows. However, I think there are northern rough-winged swallows there as well with the low light. And just like, I'm trying to get pictures, I really am. I can't even get one of like a tree swallow bouncing around, so I'm watching them quite heavily to see if they are northern rough-winged. I think they've been sighted in this flock for the past few weeks now, so I think that there are some mixed in, but I'm trying to get a picture for you guys because it's just such a small bird in such high speeds. This is actually a really good challenge for me, I guess, but I don't do well in low light. I'm still learning how to do this, so bear with me here. I'm trying. I'll at least upload like the wood duck sound and everything like that. I'll have a little counter here for the northern rough-winged, or a little bit later. There are ducks all the way out into the distance, and there is a big flock down here. Hopefully they're the green-winged teals, because that's where the blue-winged teal has been sighted with them. So we shall see. Daylight is, we're about an hour or so from dark, so I'm going to try and make my way around there, but I do want to try and get this swallow, because that would be a lifer for me as well. I almost forgot. I was too focused on my binoculars rather than my camera. And a merlin flew past. Again, not new for the year, but it is a really cool sight whenever you see a falcon. Got a really nice binoculars view of it too, so that was probably my clearest look yet. Aside from that one that was eating I think it was a bird or a mouse a few weeks ago. Alright, we are back in North Park in Kutztown, Pennsylvania, and just had some really nice luck actually. I ended up not doing the intro in my car because I wasn't sure if I was going to get anything new today. However, just got my ruby-crowned kinglet in this tree back here. I got some fantastic audio of it and a couple of pictures. I'm not sure how the photos got, but it was amazing watching the little guy bounce around, and honestly serenaded for a while, so got to watch it through the binoculars more than the camera, since it was in that tree right up front, and there's just tons of little branches, and the video just wasn't getting too good. Not a rare bird by any means, but one that has eluded me to to this day, so very, very excited about that. This is probably going to be the last one for this video. In terms of locations, I'm going to do the whole trail, and I might have another stop after this, I'm not sure. This is also being recorded April 4th. April 5th is the start of trout season, so my busy season is officially here. So hopefully we can get one or two more maybe for this video, but don't worry, the videos are still going to be coming each week. Now it's just going to be a little bit of filming, fishing, and video potentially in the same location, so we shall see how that goes, but super excited to get another kinglet off the board. Alright, sadly didn't get a photo of it. It's for the mammals here, portion of this year, and it is a chipmunk, so very exciting. That is actually my second one, I think, of the day. I had one run near me this morning when I was getting in my car, so there's another mammal in the year at least. And just heard a pileated woodpecker. Still have not gotten a photo or a video of one of them yet this year. They have eluded me for far too long. Alright, well, it's been a good start to the day at Lake Alani. It is incredibly dreary, it is raining, it is cold. It was, I think, 32 degrees when I got here and raining. Nothing says spring in April like that. I've been pretty lucky so far. I struck out early on a greater yellowlegs, which was a rare bird chase for me. Would have been a lifer and very rare for Berks County and Pennsylvania in general. Struck out there. I've struck out mostly on the Bonaparte skulls until all the way in the distance. There are between 4 and 5 of them flying around. I got a couple of shots of, like, you can see them, but they're not going to be great. There are hundreds of rough-winged swallows flying around. I got some awesome pictures and video of a pied-billed grebe. Also, I hit the triple trifecta for yellow warblers here right now. Pine, palm, and yellow-rumped warbler on one spot. Nothing new except for the Bonaparte skull, which is a lifer for me. But everything else, getting some good photo opportunities at least. It's just so cold. But yeah, so you know what? That's like 127 or something like that on the year. I don't even know. I'd honestly have to look, but the birds are very much out and about. There were hundreds of Bonaparte skulls here yesterday, and sadly, I was out of town with the missus, so I unfortunately did not grab them yesterday. But I did get a Cooper's Hawk on the way here, so just working on that monthly total. That pied-billed grebe was super like photogenic too, so that was pretty cool. Got some nice shots of one of them. Very neat. Very tiny little bird. I love it. You can hear the blue jays and probably some kinglets in the background. But yeah, it was, my camera unfortunately malfunctioned and the back of my R7 literally wouldn't turn on, so it was hard for me to like check the picture quality of some of these birds. So I'm hoping some of them got good. I've never photographed a pine warbler, so I'm hoping they got, but I got a couple of ducks around the corner here, so I'm gonna quiet up and see what we got. All right, I just arrived at one of the better spots in Berks County, and that is Kernsville Dam up in Hamburg. If you visit here, definitely go to Cabela's. It's amazing. It is the massive one. I just got very lucky. The first green heron of the year, which is still a rarity. They're starting to roll in, but that is still a red marked that I'll have to comment on eBird. He's actually just sitting right off to the side up here. I got some really good pictures, so I'm super excited. He's literally sitting on a little post, and I'm trying to get a photo of it. There's a swamp sparrow. Neither of these are lifers, but they are both new for this year. There is a swamp sparrow calling amongst the cattails and stuff around these little retaining ponds. So I'm gonna try and get either a better audio recording, because I can hear it in the background, but I can't get a clean Merlin recording with the wind and the traffic from the highway. It's just a little bit off, so I think it just flew past me. I walked about 5 more feet after the green heron. The swamp sparrow did fly in front of me when I was doing this little segment, and did not get a photo, sadly. But that's like I said, another new one on the year. And I just got some really nice audio of a blue-headed vireo. We got a couple of them, literally at the exact same spot. So that is 3 new species on the year. I don't know if the blue-headed vireo is a lifer for me or not. If I pop up a little lifer thing next to the audio recording, then it was. But I honestly have to go through my records and see. Alright, so this is going to be pretty much my wrap-up day for my current video in PA before I head to somewhere in New Jersey tomorrow. It's supposed to be 85 and beautiful. I'm at Kutztown with North Park again. I'm trying out a microphone for Merlin to see if I can pick up more and better audio, and so far it is working incredible. And I have 2 new species for the year, an eastern towhee, which just passed by briefly, and my nemesis for photography, which is a blue-gray gnatcatcher. I've been listening to at least 2 or 3 of them this entire time, and I cannot get them in the middle of their whole little house finch gang and house sparrows and everything else. I've heard them so many times so clear, and I do have audio at least for you guys. If I get a picture or not, I'm hoping so. But there's so much going on for PA right now. We've got grosbeaks, we've got hummingbirds, warblers, the whole 9 yards. Yellowlegs I'm still searching for both varieties. So trying out to see how this works, and it's picking up a lot more audio. It is one of the Rode ones. I forget which model. And so far it's working out great. Like, it is literally picking up like stuff that I'm hearing that the phone normally can't. So hopefully the audio is pretty clear. So at least we have 2 for the day. I just kind of wanted to wrap up like my PA aspect, so then I could get a fresh start with Jersey and then go from there. So hopefully a little bit more fluent with some of these trips rather than just bouncing around here and there. But yeah, it is a busy day out here. There is hundreds and hundreds of birds in one little area, so a lot to dig through, and hopefully I'm going to get maybe another species, potentially a chimney swift that went by. That would be pretty amazing, and this is definitely a spot for them, so we shall see. It is really strange. Like, it's a beautiful day, mid-70s April, and they're active, but I can tell you that I've heard 100+ birds, like just big groups of finches, the blue jays, cardinals, and I have seen maybe 10 birds. It's weird. They're all calling, but nothing is like out and about, or nothing in the feeder areas or the houses. Like, it's just really weird. And like, there's a breeze every now and then, but like, this is a beautiful day in migration season. So like, I'm happy that I got 2 new species in the year, and I'm happy that I got really good audio, hopefully, of that blue-gray gnatcatcher. And I just heard another towhee, but nothing's coming out except for the robins and the cardinal. Like, even the blue jays, I honestly haven't even seen a blue jay yet. They just keep screaming at something. So I don't know if there's some sort of predator that I'm missing. Like, I haven't seen a single hawk. And like, by the way, right now for Berks and Pennsylvania, I don't know why I pronounced it like that, broadwing hawks are circling overhead, which would be a lifer for me as well. So like, it's a beautiful day. I'm having a great time out here. But literally the birds aren't coming out from the tree line. It's just strange. Like, it is just really weird. Like, this whole area, there's 3 robins and a couple of blue jays yelling. Like, it is just really weird. So like, the quantities here, they're just not coming out. So I don't know. Maybe there's been a kestrel or a Cooper's hawk or a sharpshin, or I know I've seen a Merlin here before. Like, there could be something buzzing that I haven't been seeing that they're all on alert for. I don't know, but it is really, really strange. Like, I'm just like, at this point, okay, let's just photograph whatever I can, add some filler in here, and there's just nothing. And I can only videotape so many robins.